Hello to all my friends out there. So what I'm going to be doing is doing more nature walks, but today, well, no nature walk happened. I walked in the mall and I enjoyed it too. If I could, I wouldn't exercise at all, but you know, I don't think that's a smart strategy. Okay, this is my leftover biscuit and sausage that I had last night, and I have some candy, and this is a good little sausage sandwich, and I froze it right away because, you know, I never really know what I'm really gonna feel like eating, but this smells really good. It's good. I still have lemonade and tea, and what I like to do is make my lemonade sweet, and then let's see, oh, good job, it's all gone, all this is gone, and then this will sweeten my tea up, you know, for my little snack. Okay, so there's my little one of my sandwiches. And since I've been doing this sandwich thing, I noticed that I really had no idea how much I really eat in a day. I thought I ate a lot more. Okay, I'm moving up in the world. I got 2 4-cup little pitchers at Dollar Tree for making my lemonade. And so I made it with 4 cups lemonade, 4 cups water, 1/2 cup lemon juice, and 1/2 cup sugar. You could add less sugar. But this makes me really happy because, you know, I don't want to be getting any form of scurvy. I just read at one time the only link they have ever found between cancer and any disease is scurvy, and I wouldn't doubt it if that's what it really is. And also they came out with Alzheimer's might possibly be some viral link to, I think it was hepatitis. We had a lot of hepatitis here amongst the street people, but they were sharing water sources. That's super dangerous, especially if they're, you know, going to the bathroom, although they deny that. Okay, so tonight, for my sandwiches, also somehow I got 1 sandwich ahead of myself, you know, on the 2 sandwich a day thing. I'm gonna make some mini meatloaf loaves, and I'm gonna cook them on the stove because it's pretty hot here. Not really hot, but it's pretty hot. And I am just gonna have the rest of my sausage. I had some of these, I bought these at Dollar Tree. And what I'm really doing too is eating my food in the freezer up. I bought these eggs at Dollar Tree, and let's see, I have 4 eggs, and those have to be eaten before the 10th. So I'll add some onion. When you're making cheap food, another thing is you don't want to be adding a bunch of ingredients, because then you're making your cheap food expensive and it's still cheap, so you know, that's kind of dumb. Then I'll cook some sweet potatoes. Oh, and what I found was chipotle salsa. So I will try a little of that with some lime juice on my sweet potatoes. I use this milk in my meatloaf. I add the egg first since it's such a small batch, and the onion. And one of my customers was a true Italian. I used to work in a good area. I miss the men, but I don't miss the shop. And he told me just sprinkle your breadcrumbs on top of your meat for your meat. See this yummy looking meatloaf? That one, you could put barbecue sauce, chipotle, you could put chipotle in your meatloaf. But since I'm having sweet potatoes with chipotle and lime, or you could put ketchup. And then, you know, I'll probably have some broccoli, just as long as it's 2 cups of frozen vegetables or fresh. I have jalapeno cheese, that will be good. Okay, now for dessert, when my son comes over, in my freezer. You know, I still have the pound cake. I save everything. So I'll take probably about 2 pieces out for each one of us. And then I'll put a little of my apricot jam and some Cool Whip. And I'll show you when I do it. I am going to be doing this sandwich thing for a while. First of all, this is good. I'm really glad I made these yesterday. From frozen, it took 1 minute to heat. And I have to suspend all biscuit making. You know, if you don't want to make biscuits, I'm sure you can do canned biscuits, but these are much cheaper. Another thing is I was shopping around today for that coffee creamer. You can also use evaporated milk for 1 cup evaporated milk. It's 1 cup water, 1/3, but I think this was a coffee creamer biscuit. It's got a really good taste. And I made some of the biscuits with that buttery cooking spray, and those taste really good. So I will suspend all biscuit making until I eat all my biscuits. Oh, and someone said, why don't you make bread pudding with your excess bread? That's a good idea. And also, if you have excess bread, there's also stuffing. That would be good. The comments are really good. You know, this is funny. You know, I got nasty because some of my followers were like not very nice, which I feel bad, but they left and I'm glad. But you know, all my followers are so nice and lovable, and I think it lifts people up, you know. And I just want to make one more mention of cheap RV living. You know, I noticed the women doing the interviews were so nice and gracious. And, you know, I love that. You know, maybe they don't have that much money, but, you know, they're willing to try and help other people that could be caught, you know, not being able to pay your bills. What a nightmare. So, okay, I will be back with some skillet meatloaf, which will be sandwiches, and God bless you all.